It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and I am in my home office today. We've been running around doing a lot of stuff today, and this is where I ended up. So um, I figured today I wanted to go over some of the inspiration kits that we showed you during the TGBE broadcast. We kind of blew through them very, very quickly, kind of dumped them on the table and dumped them back in the bag. So I wanted to show you those again. A number of you have already purchased some of those, so thank you so much. But we do still have at least one of each inspiration kit left. So I wanted to show you those. And then we just got another shipment of some wonderful pendants and charms. These are not the AG pewter line. This is another line. And we just got those in, and we're going to be adding those to the online store probably tomorrow. But I wanted to give you all a sneak peek today so that you knew what to look for in case you wanted to purchase any of these tomorrow when they go live. It'll probably be tomorrow afternoon. Sometime before the live. Tomorrow is my hope. That's what I hope to get done. The reason I wanted to make sure we get them in by tomorrow is the 20% discount with code TGBE is going to be running out soon. That only lasts until Friday at midnight. That's this Friday at midnight. So you only have a few more days to take advantage of the code in our online store. TGBE will give you 20% off everything in the online store, even the new things that we're adding, which is awesome, I think, right? Who has a sale and then keeps adding more stuff to the sale? That doesn't happen very often. Usually a sale is like clearing things out, or, here's the stock that we have. We are continuously adding more to the online store so you can keep taking advantage of that sale. You can use that discount coupon more than once. So if you've already used it, don't be like, oh, I already used it, I should have waited. No, you can keep using it. It's available as many times as you want to use it. If you make 50 orders with that coupon code, I would love that. But we will also combine shipping. So we will take all of your orders, we will combine shipping, and we will refund any shipping. We do all of our shipping generally by weight. And once it gets up to a certain weight, we move it over to priority shipping. And then you get up to like 70 pounds in a priority box. So if you spend a lot in shipping by making a lot of different orders, we will combine all the orders that we possibly can. And then we will send them out to you and refund you any shipping that's over. What else? It's been a busy day. We're still working on the cottage. Andrew was there all night working on things, and we're working on finishing up the painting for the cottage so that we can get the online store over there. We have shelving to put up. We have stuff to move over there for the online store. We're looking at a timetable. We're hoping within 2 weeks we will have the online store fully over into the cottage. And I've just been communicating with our teacher, Jen, our local teacher. Many of you, if you're local, you know her probably already. If you're not local, you may have seen us talking about her. Her son was in an accident, but things are going really well, and she will be coming back to start teaching in, I think, the second week of May. We're still deciding on the exact date, but I think that's where it is. Like many people, we've all been kind of sequestered a little bit during the pandemic, and even more so for Jen. So she's just kind of breaking out into seeing people again. Excuse me. And it's hard sometimes to decide to be public again, right? I think most of us can understand that. So we are working on deciding when that's going to happen and what day it's going to happen. It may change. Normally we had classes on Wednesdays, but I'm thinking the class day might be Friday now. We're going to have to see how that works out. Yeah, we're going through everything and figuring everything out. So just starting to work on that a little bit more. So if you are local and you are watching this, please stay tuned. We will have classes again soon, hopefully within a month or so. We're getting close, and that'll be good because honestly, we like to be transparent. I think we've had 0 sales in store this entire week so far. and part of last week as well. So when we tell you that the physical store slows down until the end of April, we mean it. We've had very few people walk in the door. It's a beautiful day. It's 80 degrees here today. And there's only been a few people in the door. So, and we've had 0 sales all day. So we do rely on all of you, as we say out there, all over the world, people who are coming to us all over and who are purchasing with us, who aren't our locals, you know. We love when our local community comes out and supports us, but we also need all of your support out there because, like we said, it's rough out there. It's rough out there right now. So, and things, you know, don't show any signs of getting, you know, less rough in the near future. So we hope they do. We hope things kind of settle down in the world and things work themselves out, or people work themselves out. But we are relying on a lot of you out there, and events like the TGBE is a great thing for us because it helps us continue making it through the spring or early spring. So let me catch up on some comments because I know people are saying some things I need to catch up before they go too far. Hello, Marianne. Thank you for tuning in. Oh no, Susan can't log into YouTube now. I don't know what's going on there. Hello, Janice. Thank you so much for tuning in. Suzanne says 50 orders. Stop talking about me. Yeah, I like that. I like when I see multiple orders come in, even the same name. It's good. It's good. We appreciate that very much. Hello, Deborah. Thank you for tuning in. Andrew said, if folks want something in particular that we haven't added, let us know. We only have a few days left of the sale and we have so much stuff to add. Yeah, so if there's something in particular you're looking for and you'd like to save some money on it, right now, 20% off some of those gemstones. Like I think those huge chunky sapphires are still out there. I think they're normally like $400 a strand, but 20% off of those, that's a great deal. That's the best deal you'll see, other than that 25% off that Andrew offered during the takeover day for TGBE. But 20%, that's nothing to snooze at. And honestly, you're probably not going to see that kind of percentage off of us again, at least until the next TGBE. Who knows? Normally for a TGBE, we get 15%. So we upped it to 20 this time. So do take advantage of that, because I'm not sure we can offer that again next time. We'll see. Prices on things are increasing. We like to keep our margins low for you. We'd rather keep them low all the time than give you these tremendous sales once in a while. So definitely take advantage of the sale if there's something you're looking at out there. And please, if you're watching this, hit the share button right now. Just hit share, 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 please. And subscribe if you're on YouTube. We appreciate that. We are very close. I think we're in the 60s. I think we're 67 people away from 1,000 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 73. I can't remember the last time I looked. I think it's 67 people, though, the last time I looked. So we need, please tell your friends, please share this video and let them know we exist and ask them to subscribe, please. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you out there. I'm glad you are alive and hopefully well. Let's see. As Andrew said, we are thinking of doing art shows again. So once we, probably once we get classes starting and we get the class space kind of settled down, we're going to hopefully look into doing art shows again. Andrew books the art shows. If you are somebody out there who does art and you're interested in being in an art show, we can't guarantee anything, especially because we like to work a lot of times with more local artists. But sometimes we bring in people from all over. So if you are an artist, please feel free to send us an email at info@allegorygallery.com with examples of your art. Please, if you're watching this and you're local, please, please, please do not just stop in and say, I'd like to show you stuff. We don't schedule time like that. We literally schedule time out. So if you are local and you are an artist and you might want to show your work in our store and have an art opening with us, please, please send us an email with examples of your work and let us know what dates you are available, and we will try to get back to you with a meeting date. If you just stop in at the store and you surprise us with a big portfolio of stuff, we're not going to be in the mind space to look at it, and our answer is mostly going to be no or come back later anyway. And I hate to be rigid like that, but if you imagine being at your job, any job that you do, and somebody just pops in to try to explain something totally different to you than what you're planning on doing that day, it's difficult. So I do like to say, please schedule an appointment. Send us an email first, and when you hear back from us, then that's a way to move forward. So we are planning to do art shows again. I'm excited about that. I love having new art on the wall. I love having opening receptions. I'm excited to get back to that. We're excited for some more in-store programming. We're hoping that things are going to go well, and we can continue on this path of trying to do more in-store programming. Let's see here. Hello, Harry. Thank you for tuning in. Deborah got her paint and brushes today. Awesome. You got those patina paints and the brushes. Nice. I'm glad they got to you. Nancy says, I've had a great day. I'm happy and dealing with the adversity of my life with grace. He's not going to take me down. Nice. Nice. I'm glad that you are doing well. It's good to hear that from you. Lorraine, hello. Thank you for joining in. Andrew says, one of the ones I have been interested in is maybe doing one on enameling. Andrew's going to do a class. Is that what you're saying, on enameling? We're definitely going to be working on tutorials too, everyone. So, we just have to kind of get our physical space in line. I know I keep saying this. We're going to do more tutorials. We're going to do more things. We're going to do a lot. We just have to kind of get our physical space situated so that our mental space can flow, right? And that goes with a lot of things. My office, if you'd look around here, I'm not going to show you, but if you did see around, it looks like a mess right now. I have to kind of get some physical spaces in order so that we can get our mental space in order and get things moving and progressing. And right now I have a Gilbert on my lap too. He just came up to see me. I have the window open back here, so if you're hearing noises, my windows are open, but that's for the cats so that they can look out. They're mostly indoor cats, so they I think they get a little bored sometimes. They love to have the spring air, and since it's an 80-degree day, crazy because it was just like 40 a few days ago, they love to have they can hear the birds and they can hear everybody going on and keep an eye on things. Marianne Dunn and did sharing. Thank you so much. Marianne said we're 66 people away. 66 people away from 1,000 on YouTube. So we're trying to get there. We're so freaking close. It was just a few days ago, a week or two ago, that we were about 600 people, well, 400 some people away. And not long before that, we were 600 some people away. So thank you all so much. We are just 66 people away from hitting 1,000 on YouTube. So please, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up, right? Make sure you watch these videos as long as you can. All that stuff tells YouTube that we are important and that people are liking what we're doing. So if you hit that bell to subscribe to notifications, that tells YouTube that you want to hear about us. Hit the thumbs up, that tells YouTube that you like what we're doing. I know when you're watching, it's easy to forget to do these things, but it's really important on the back end for YouTube to know that you like us. So the longer you watch, the more thumbs up you give us, the more of our videos you watch and hit that share button on. Even sharing from YouTube is great. I'm sure they track everybody who hits the share button and shares it to their social media. It's not as easy to share as Facebook. I know it's not like a one-click share to your newsfeed, but you can copy and paste the link, and that really, really helps us. All right. Andrew said, we might also bring back book club. Yes, I was thinking about that today too. We need in-store programming, and book club was a big thing that people really liked and enjoyed. So we're thinking about that. Once we get that back area done, I think book club is going to be one of those things we're going to try again. We're going to have to come up with a new list of books, I think. No, people aren't going to want to do the old list. Probably they've read them or half read them, and but we'll come out with a new list most likely. And we'll debut it, and we'll start up book club again. If you are wondering what the book club is, we call it Inspired by Reading. And we have had the book club less the pandemic years. We've had the book club since we started the store. Andrew started it very early in our existence. And what it is it We read one book a month. Then we have a meeting in store where we discuss that book. We've had many people over the years pop up little chapters, as we call them, all over the world, and they get together and discuss the book at the same time. And then we usually get together in the Inspired by Reading Facebook group, and we discuss it together, or we show what we made. And that's part of it, is we discuss the book and then you make something inspired by the book. So that's why it's called Inspired by Reading. So you might make jewelry, you might make a painting, some people make food and bring it to the meeting because they're inspired by it. Some people made clothing. There's been a lot of different things. One of our friends who was traveling to us from quite a ways away pre-read the book, that they knew they were going to be traveling during that time to come see us, and brewed a beer in advance and brought that with him. So that was really nice. So there's lots of things that have been done for Inspired by Reading, and we love our book club. We love all of our people and the members of the book club. So if you are wondering how you can join and maybe get involved in this, we think it's a lot of fun. Just look for Inspired by Reading by Allegory Gallery on Facebook. It's a group. You can join the group. I don't have a link here. Maybe Andrew will post the link if he's available, and you can check it out. I think it's really fun, and I would love for all of you to join us in Inspired by Reading. We know many of you may already have a book club, but if not, this is one to hopefully get your creative juices flowing. A lot of times we read a lot of fiction or magical kind of books, so that there's a lot of, fantasy element to them, so that they can, spark that creativity. So it's not necessarily a nonfiction, although sometimes we do read a few nonfiction books. But a lot of it is magical and fantasy and things like that. So if you like that kind of thing, please join Inspired by Reading by Allegory Gallery. Hello, Norma. Thank you for tuning in. Sarah is tuning in. Thank you so much. Got to use the pottery wheel today. That's awesome, Sarah. I haven't used mine yet, but I have one. I hope to use it soon. I hope to get it up and running. Just one of those things on the checklist of life, right? To get things going. Oh, Andrew, he's not talking about a class. He's talking about an art show that is specifically about enameling. So that would be nice. I would like to see that. Harry says, I got a set of beads Monday and made a necklace with tourmaline, eagle eye beads, and larvacite. I bet you that's pretty. That's a beautiful combination. Those kind of dark colors, dark gray, misty gray colors with the tourmaline. I have to check that out. I don't know if you've posted. I've not really been on Facebook at all today much. I looked at it, I think, once today so far, and that was at some point this morning. So if I missed that, I'm sorry. I'll have to check it out. Nancy says, Gilbert, come on camera. Gilbert is busy at the windows now doing town surveillance right now. Amanda says, I just resubscribed on YouTube. How did I get unsubscribed? I have no idea. I have no idea how that happens. Some other people said they thought they were already subscribed and they ended up not being. Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know. I don't know how that happens. We can't actually, well, we can block people, I think, but we can't unsubscribe you. So if you were able to resubscribe, it wasn't us. We've only blocked a few people, and that's only because they spam our comments. Andrew said, also nice to air out the house after an extended winter stay. Yes. Or extend a stay winter. Yeah, it's nice to have the hold on, I have to move my light sensor so that it will turn on my lights. Ooh, as I bump the stand. I'm going to knock you all on the floor. Yeah, so it's nice to have the windows open and air out the house a little bit. And I think my sensor's battery are dead. Hey, Siri, turn on the lights in the office. There we go. Okay, let's see. Suzanne says, hello to Gilbert from Charlie and Cinnamon. Gilbert, your friends are saying hello. Hello, Susan. Thank you for tuning in. Norma says, yes to book club. Yeah, please find it on Facebook there. It's really fun. It's really fun. Andrew said, our book club has actually been featured in national publications, and sometimes even the authors chime in. Yeah, Andrew's really good at trying to connect with the authors to let them know we'll be discussing their book and doing things. So sometimes on various platforms, the authors will tune in and comment and make comments on things. So it's really a lot of fun. There, Andrew posted the link to the group, and you can check it out there. Just hit the comment and hit that join. Join our book club. Let's see. Susan says, I'm so grateful the bad storms previously forecasted didn't materialize. Yes. Yes. I hear a lot of people breathing sighs of relief, right? Breathing sighs of relief. Oh, Harry hasn't posted the necklace yet. Figuring out the center focal. Okay, good. I didn't miss it then. I can't wait to see it. Hello, Donna. Thank you for tuning in. Marianne says it's still too cold today, but slightly better than yesterday. Yeah, I think I heard Andrew saying you were at like 21 degrees yesterday. Was that you? That's crazy. We're up to, I think the high was 81 today. So that's a big swing from where we have been. We just had snow this weekend and hail and crazy stuff. So there you go. Yeah, Andrew says if you search for Inspired by Reading, it's a private group. So you do have to hit the join to see and to get in. All right. So I hope you're all doing well. It seems like most people seem to be doing pretty well today, and I'm glad for that. We have a lot going on. So I'm going to turn the camera around now, and I'm going to show you some kits. I'm going to put the website up there because that's where you can get them. You know what? Actually, you all know where to go, right? I'm going to put this up there so you remember that. Janice says it was 84 yesterday and 38 today, right? Isn't it crazy, these swings we're having? These swings. Insane. Oh, yeah, Andrew says it's so muddy at Star Cottage Studio. It really, really, really is. A number of times we've almost gotten the van stuck. The van is only front-wheel drive. There's been a number of times we've almost gotten the van stuck. So we call our van Stella Bluebell, and our little Suzuki is called Appa. And so we take Appa to the cottage most often because Appa is all-wheel drive and can get in and out just fine. But it is super muddy. I don't know if Andrew posted any of the pictures we've taken of the mud pits yet, but I'm sure he'll be doing that probably on our Patreon. So if you've not joined our Patreon for Star Cottage Studio, let me find that link there, patreon.com/Star Cottage Studio. The last group of Patreon patrons for Star Cottage helped us buy light bulbs. We redid all of the lights in LED light bulbs because we were spending a fortune in lighting. So we're hoping that this brings the bill down next month, at least somewhat. And we thank you all out there who have subscribed to our Patreon and do support us that way for doing that. And it's hopefully going to be a great benefit. So thank you all out there. And if you'd like to join, patreon.com/Star Cottage Studio, and just that little join. It's a little monthly fee. If you are thinking of joining and you can't do it right now, just beware. Do not join close to the very end of any month because they will charge you at the end of the month for that month and at the beginning of the very next month for that month. So if you're getting close to the end of a month, like we're in the middle right now, it's fine. But if you have to wait for your next pay or something like that, you might want to wait until the very next month because we don't want you charged twice for something like that, right? So I just like to warn everybody like that. We know there are people out there who try to get a bunch of people to subscribe right at the end of the month because they know they'll get that month and the next month because they probably won't cancel their subscription in time to not be charged again. We're not those kind of people. We're going to tell you up front, just wait, right? Wait till the next month. So, but we do appreciate all of your support out there, however you support us, whether it's by sharing, just subscribing to our YouTube like we've been asking, by making purchases, by supporting the Patreon. We have a lot of ways you can support us in all different amounts. You can buy a strand of $400 gemstones in our online store right now if you'd like to. You can share this post, which helps us get a bigger audience. You can subscribe to our Patreon. I think it starts at like $3 or something like that. So we have all different ways that you can help, and we appreciate each and every one of them. They each, add to the grand total of things, and we're thankful for all of your support out there. Oh, and I did want to, we have been saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this so different people hear it. Our shipping helper is on vacation, so our shipping has slowed down quite a bit. And I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Uh, and it's probably going to be slow a little bit over our transition to the cottage. So I do apologize for that. If you have something that you absolutely need in some period of time, please do let us know. Otherwise, just know there is going to be a delay on especially the pewter pieces, the AG pewter line, because it is over at the cottage. I don't want to bring it all over to the store just to pack it back up and bring it all back over to the cottage in a week or so. So they're going to be on vacation till the end of this week. And I would hope to be able to get the cottage ready by then, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be another week. So we're going to work and pick here and there and do what we can to get as many orders out as we can. But just please know there may be a delay. But if you absolutely, and we're asking you to be, you know, genuine with this, if you absolutely need your order for a special event that you're doing, or a birthday or something like that, please send us an email. You can email us at info@allegorygallery.com and let us know that you absolutely need your order by whatever date it is, and we'll do our best to do that. But like I said, we're short. Excuse me, we're short on help right now, and we're making a major transition that we've never made before. So there are bound to be some kinks along the way. So I just want to let everybody know that's one of the reasons we also wanted to offer a bigger discount in the online store, that 20% instead of 15. It's kind of our way of saying thank you, and we apologize that this might take a little bit longer than normal to ship out to you. But if you do need it, please let us know. All right. Let's see. What else? Andrew said, I think this next round, our Patreon patrons will get us wall hooks. So there we go. We'll have some wall hooks that we desperately need to hang things. So that'll be great. So thank you all out there who are subscribing and you know, who are taking part in our Patreon. We hope you're enjoying it. Let's see here. Andrew says it's always a little slow after a TGBE event. Yes. So we have the TGBE and we get this nice influx of orders is what we're hoping. You know, we cross our fingers after our presentation, and we hope that you all like what we did and we get some orders. And then after that, of course, people are like, okay, I've ordered. Now I'm going to wait. And that's what happens. So we're kind of in that period right now. We know some of you are still sending in orders, and we appreciate that very much. Like I said, it has been helping because our in-store has been incredibly, incredibly slow. So any help you can give us in-store, online. If you need something, let us know. If you watched our store tour that we did for our takeover day and you saw something in that store tour that you would really like, but it's not online, doesn't matter. Just message us, send us an email, and we can ship it out to you. I know Suzanne has sent me a few emails, and I finally got to reply today. I had seen them, but I haven't gotten everything together yet. It's been crazy, but I do get your emails, and I hope to sit down with the emails really tomorrow in earnest and get through everybody's emails. So if there is something you want from the online store, tomorrow's the day. I'm going to be kind of making it a dedicated, hopefully a dedicated in-store day for myself, not let other errands and things distract me, or, you know, cottage stuff. I'm going to hopefully be in the store all day tomorrow. That's my goal. And get some things done that I need to get done there, because there's stuff to do everywhere and I need to split my time. So I hope to be in there tomorrow all day. So send me an email if you saw something in the store tour that you wanted, but it's not in the online store. Never means you can't get it. It just means you have to send us an email. Everything, nearly everything. We don't ship our Junk Monkey paint. We don't ship our Legends Creek soap. Paint we don't deal with because it's messy. Soap we have an agreement not to ship. So and that goes because our vendor does the shipping, so we don't want to compete. There's a non-compete. So those are the only things I think pretty much in the entire store that you can't get from us. So if you saw a mask that you liked, if you saw a statue that you liked, if you saw a necklace or earrings or paintings that you liked, or beads, of course, and they're not in the online store, just send us an email and we can ship those out to you. Okay. Let's see. There's the book club link again in case you missed it. It's there. I know if you're watching on Facebook, especially if you're watching on Facebook, if you don't tune in during the time the comments happen, you can't see them until after. This is something I learned also by watching on YouTube. YouTube, you can actually pause, right? Which is super convenient. On a YouTube Live, you can actually pause. I was able to do this. You pause, and if you do a bathroom run or need a drink, you can pause our live and then continue on from where you were. Unlike Facebook, that if you try to stop it and come back to it later, it's just going to jump to wherever we are in the time, right? The current time. But on YouTube, you can actually pause the live. And I hope that's the same for everyone. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't know if it's the same. But you can pause, go do whatever you need to do, and come back, and it'll continue playing this live from the point that you paused it, which is incredibly, incredibly nice. Another bonus for YouTube as far as I'm concerned. And I think the comments also are always there on YouTube, whereas on Facebook, like I said, if you post a comment on Facebook and that person wasn't watching at that time and they start tuning in, you can't actually go back and see the comments until after the presentation is over, which is kind of annoying. But at least they're there in the end. So that's why YouTube is another, like I said, another bonus point for YouTube, right? Another thing you can do to help us, hit that like. If you're on Facebook, hit the like on this video, hit the love on this video. Those tell Facebook as well. All these things, Facebook would not have a like button, right? A company like Facebook is not going to have a like button if they're not going to track your likes. It's that easy. They're not doing it just so that you can hit like. It's not just, nothing Facebook does is just for the end user, right? It all goes into the algorithm. So the more likes you hit on this, the more hearts you hit on this. A like is easy. A heart is a little harder. You have to hold the button, right? You have to hold the button down and hit that heart. In some cases, I think the lives, they have them all now down at the bottom. It's all different. But the more you hit those loves, the more, that's another step. You're taking an extra step to show love for something in Facebook rather than just hitting the like button. And I'm sure Facebook probably weighs that a little bit differently. So just consider that. And whenever you're going through videos and watching videos that you like, sometimes maybe the more difficult it is to do something like hit the love or hit that share and go through the sharing process. Those are probably weighted differently in the algorithm, saying, hey, this person is taking a little bit more effort to do this than just streaming through and hitting like, right? Also watching. The longer you watch, the better it is. They tell us how long you all watch. It's a little bit wild, right? We can see pretty much on every video like the average watch time, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy when you look into things. Andrew says, I think our wedding fruit trees got delivered. Where'd they get delivered? Where did they get delivered? Here? I wasn't in the front yard today, so maybe. We got different kinds of pears. Yeah, different kinds of pear fruit trees. Andrew's sister Sheila and her husband Steve got them for us. So we're going to plant them over at the cottage. Since we have 1 acre now, we actually have some land, which is very nice. It's nice to have land because, I grew up, we didn't have a lot of land. As I said, I grew up in a small cottage. It was supposed to be a summer cottage. We had about a half an acre, but all of the fields around us were open fields mostly, and there were a lot of them. And the owner did not care if we used them. We rode four-wheelers and things through them and played in them. And the owners really didn't care because they weren't really around. And my parents kind of had an agreement. We took care of some of the land that was closer to the lake. Our property stopped much before the lake itself, but we took care of the property right around our portion of the lake, so we were allowed to use that too. So that's one of those things. So it's nice to have some land so that we can do some trees and some gardening and some stuff like that. Our little parcel here at our house is very small. We still want to put maybe one little tree in the backyard that's going to stay little. We don't want anything tall that we have to clean a lot of gutters and worry about falling on the house someday in the future. So maybe something little in the backyard too. All right, let's see here. We had to get different kinds, but the ones that are compatible so they can pollinate each other. Yeah, we got different ones, but they pollinate each other. We're going to hopefully have lots of beautiful pears. I love pears. I really, really do. I really love pears. Okay. What is going on? My comments are getting wild. Let's see here. Oh, they got delivered to the store. Okay. We have to go and check. They weren't there before, so we'll see. We'll see. Hello? Hello from Buena Park, Rosie. Thank you for tuning in. A mini orchard. Yes, I would love to have an orchard. I actually already reserved a URL and all these things to have kind of an orchard and a vineyard and things like that. I would love one day to have one, and I know what I want to call it, and maybe someday it'll happen. We'll see. We'll see. Andrew said he wants ones that get pom-poms on their branches and look like something out of Dr. Seuss. Maybe, maybe. Okay, anyway, we've been chit-chatting. Whoa, as I knock this again, we've been chit-chatting enough now. Let's get to things. Let's get to things, right? Let's take a look at our inspiration kits. How about that? So let me turn this camera around. You are going to see my ceiling for just a little bit until I get this flipped around. Someday I'm gonna have to request over and over, like daily request StreamYard to go ahead and add a flip the camera thing, because that would be really nice to not have to go into settings to do it. Let's see here. All right, let's start looking at inspiration kits, shall we? We shall. We shall. Red buds are actually edible. I've never tried it before. No, my aunt has a few red buds. They're really pretty. They're really, really pretty. Okay, so this is an inspiration kit that we created for the TGBE. And you know what? I'm actually going to get my little felty over here, because these may roll around and I don't need them rolling around all over, right? All right, and there we are. That is one of the inspiration kits that we quickly, and I do mean quickly, showed you during the TGBE. I felt like it was like, you know, like rocket power showing these. But you can get these in our online store, allegorygallery.com. And they're available with 20% off. Let me put that back up. That's an easier one. Let me do it this way, maybe. Let me see. One moment. Please bear with me. Let's see if I spelled that right. Good. Save. There we go. Save 20% with discount code TGBE at www.allegorygallery.com. There we go. Now everything's in there that you may need. All right. We have somebody who's trying to spam us. They're generally a little bit, they make a little bit of noise, this person, this real Cynthia that we get up on YouTube. And normally they're fine, we can deal with them, but they're being annoying today, so we're blocking them. So if you see any of their comments, you can report them too if you're on YouTube. Feel free, in case I don't catch them all. Let's see here. As we get bigger and bigger on YouTube, we know we're going to deal more and more with spammers and things like that. So Marianne says, thank you. She is just annoying, right? She, he, we don't actually know who's on the other end of that. We don't know who they are. But we're going to keep blocking them now, because they are now just proving to be exceptionally bothersome. So feel free to block them, everyone, if you see them out there, or report them as well. This is, I think, the 4th account they've made to try to get on our timeline so far. So they'll probably be popping up again very soon. Andrew said, these are simpler kits. I have been wanting to do some that aren't quite as big so that they are more budget friendly, right? Yeah, we like to, try to keep things as budget friendly as possible. So this is another kit. Let me get this out of the shadows. Spammers are annoying and exhausting, right? It's hard enough trying to be out here and do things as a small business without other people trying to tear you down just because they decide they want to tear you down, right? We don't try to cause any, grief in the world. We try to keep to ourselves and do our own thing. But it's inevitable that there are people out there who are probably, maybe have mental issues or are, just out to get the world, right? And, I hope they find the help they need. I don't wish them any bad or ill will, but they need to stay off our timeline if they're going to be sharing, if they're going to be sharing bad things, right? Andrew said, if Real Cynthia wants to pay for our home decor, go right ahead, right? Go right ahead. All right. Yeah, if anybody wants to pay for our home decor, that's fine with us, right? Oh, looks like somebody changed. Somebody changed and came back, so we'll just block them again. Picking up new names now. Sooner or later, they'll probably run out of emails that they can use. I know it's easy to create a new email address, but if they want to keep doing that, we can keep blocking them easier than it takes them to create a new email, right? Oh yeah, Donna, the people, especially on Facebook, right, that ask you to send a friend request. Oh, I like you. I want to be your friend. It makes you crazy, right? Genesis, I'm one of several administrators for a group that has 40,000 members, and it's an exhausting and time-consuming. Yeah, it is. It's exhausting and time, right? Why? Why go through that? People just like to, probably, like I said, probably with mental issues, some kind of issue, and they take it out on other people. This is a really beautiful kit. Really gorgeous. They say they hop on when William is on, probably because I sass back. Maybe. Oh, Instagram. Yeah, Instagram too, right? That Facebook stuff. That meta stuff, right? Suzanne's a sweet frog, right? It really is a sweet frog. It really is. Very, very sweet. So that's another one of the newest inspiration kits. And you can save 20% off with TGBE at allegorygallery.com. And it's probably time for another comment to come up soon. So we'll see if we have to block. Keep an eye out, everybody. Probably just about enough time for them to create another account, right? So we thank you out there for anybody reporting and being vigilant for our accounts too. We really do appreciate that. They think it's hard for us to block. It's like a 2-button process. I click the link and I click blog. And I can keep doing it all day, right? These people who have nothing better to do with their lives. It astounds me, really. Susan's talking to Donovan, said, I had a guy really annoying. It's like, dude, I'm old enough to be your grandma. Go away, right? It's crazy. It's crazy what they do. These people who have all this time in the world, like, go do something. Go work, right? Go find a hobby other than annoying people. So this is a new one, the new inspiration kit. I love these little pinch beads. All right. Look at that. Beautiful little inspiration kit. And again, these kits, they are meant to be, Andrew says maybe they are interested in grandmas, right? Who knows? These kits are meant to be a little boost of inspiration. We know they're not enough to make a full piece of anything, right, necessarily, although maybe, who knows? You could probably turn this into a nice stretch bracelet. But yeah, these are meant to give you a little inspiration. So maybe you don't work with the color blue, or maybe you don't use check glass flowers that much, though you should, because they are the TGBE trend of the month. But maybe you don't. And so you can purchase one of these to do that. Maybe you don't, you've never worked with pinch beads before. So there are some pinch beads that you can use, right? So there you go. Nice little kit available at allegorygallery.com, and you can get 20% off with discount code TGBE through Friday. As Andrew said, these are kind of in the theme of nibblers. If you didn't see, we originally called inspiration kits nibblers. And that name, as he said, never took off. But we called these nibblers because they were just like a little nibble, right? A little nibble of inspiration, a little bit to sink your teeth into. But they're not anything, that you're going to make something totally out of just the kit. So we switched it to inspiration kit because I think people weren't getting the idea of the nibbler idea. Makes sense to us, and probably when we actually explain it, it makes sense. But just seeing them, I know maybe it didn't make sense. So inspiration kits, I think people will understand that one. I got a Gilbert hair here. All right. Next up, these beautiful pinch beads. Gorgeous swallow check glass. We have a few of the African beads, African glass. I really like these too. This color, the green and the gray and the brown. Andrew said, if you watched Abby's presentation, that might be cute to make earrings with a loop and the pinch beads and some ceramic on the top. You get these beautiful glass beads. Blocking another user there. Somebody's just having a field day, just making, I don't know what it must take to create that many accounts to just spam one person. That's insane. I'm sure they have a bunch of accounts. They just do this on the regular with people. But that astounds me that somebody would go to that amount of trouble just to do that. Andrew said, we ended up breaking up the swallow bird and check glass strands because the full strands are spendy. One of the few times we've ever done anything like that. People ask us to do that with gemstones a lot, and generally we don't. But we understood that these were fairly spendy, so Andrew broke them up and made them into kits. Right? So there's one of the other inspiration kits. We have two more to show you yet. Susan says, how could anyone be that bored? Channel that energy into something positive, right? Maybe if they channeled it into something positive, they wouldn't be so negative in life. Janice says, they must have a daily quota to fill, right? Like what could be the possible end result of that? I don't get it. Knowing you're going to just be blocked every single time. Andrew says, maybe try beading. You might want to try beading if you're out there spamming us. It might give you something useful to channel your energy into. Make some jewelry and sell it. There you go. We have these pinch beads now with the white and silver, which is really nice. Suzanne says, read a book, right? Just go sit and read a book by yourself. It's better than everyone on the internet not liking you because you're spamming everyone. Donna says some of the check glass beads can be spendy. Yeah, those swallow strands I think are $27 a strand, so they are a little bit spendy. Andrew says, well, they seem to be interested in home decor and interior design. Maybe check out some, you know, pathways leading into that in their world. I love, love, love these. There we go. Get it focused on the bead. Then you get these. These are all, Sarah's asking, what is this kit called? They are all Inspiration Kit 51 through 57. And if you go into the kits category in our online store, you will see in the kits category or kits collection, they're at the very top. They should, you can always, if they're not, you can always sort by newest, and these will pop up right away. They are, I'm not sure which number this one exactly is, but they're all Inspiration Kit 51 through 57. I wish I had my computer here and I would let you know. Whoops. Because I know it's difficult without names. Okay. Andrew says they probably do it for attention. I'd probably just ignore them completely. They'll get tired to show my ass, as Grandma used to say, to show their ass. Get tired trying to show their ass, as his grandma used to say, right? Yeah. The only thing is, you know, I don't like people to have to see that, but I'm sure, you know, it happens. It's on everyone. But hopefully, if we keep blocking them, YouTube will realize that their accounts need to be blocked. That's the other good part of it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Jana says, the snarky person in me wants to answer these bots, but I want to stay on YouTube and Facebook. I was put in jail once and learned my lesson, right? Yeah, you try and do good, and you get penalized for it, right? Look at these beautiful kind of pinkish opalescent pinch beads. You get this beautiful filigree butterfly. You get this beautiful, I think this is vintage check, if I'm not mistaken. Check glass flowers. Rosewater opal. Rosewater opal. That's what those are. Susan says they're just a distraction trying to pull us away from our joy. Yeah, I'd rather not everyone have to see them. That's why I'm going through and blocking every time. I could just leave them there. We've done that before. But, you know, it's distracting to everyone. There's no need for that. We're positive. We have a positive mindset, right? Susan loves the butterfly. So do I. So do I. So those are the 7 new inspiration kits. The 7 new inspiration kits that you can get from us at Allegory Gallery. We also debuted the new kit, which is the Lovebird kit that Andrew showed on a demo how to kind of make that necklace. And you can view that in the Allegory Gallery store as well. I don't have it with me, but we are able to. You're able to get it online. I don't have it with me. I would show you, but Andrew just showed you, so you can see it then. Okay, so let's see here. Now, I did tell you we have new stuff for you. New stuff for you. And I'm going to take a drink real quick. Okay, so first off, in these new items, I'm going to get these both, all these designs come in silver plating and gold plating. And we have these pendants, charms that are old coins. They're modeled off of old coins. These are the items that are going to be going into the online store, most likely tomorrow afternoon. It's hard to focus on them. But these are modeled off of old coins, and they are $4 for the silver and $4.50 for the gold. All right, gold's sometimes a little more expensive, especially now. And so $4 each for the silver, $4.50 for the gold, which I think is a great price, honestly. So that's the first one. And then let's go to the next one. The next ones are the same prices. Yeah, as Andrew said, and I said earlier in the video, these are not part of the Allegory Gallery pewter line. We have the gold and the silver. Oops, I drop it. We have both of these models of ancient coins. These are $4 for the silver, $4.50 for the gold. Andrew said, I read a lot about archaeology, so I find coins super fascinating. And again, these are not part of the AG pewter collection. These are from another vendor. We got these, we ordered these actually before we started the pewter collection. But just because we have our own collection doesn't mean we can't bring in others still, right? Exactly. Why not? Why not? And what else is next? Slightly bigger size in the same, let me get both of them out before I show you. Slightly bigger size. There's front and back. And so the slightly bigger ones are $4.50 for the silver and $5 for the gold. Andrew said, there used to be a vendor who was set up across from us named Bossum, and he used to sell ancient beads and coins, and Cynthia and I would drool on his cases, right? I love ancient coins. There's just something about it, right? Knowing that ancient civilizations made these, they found them probably in the dirt somewhere, and now you can own a piece of history. I think that's so cool. These are not actual coins, of course, they're reproductions, of course, but aren't they fun? I think they're fun. I think there's something about that. Wearing something that is modeled after something ancient. And let's see here. I think Donna's asking, are they ancient Roman? I think those ones were. I think that's Caesar. The other ones, they're hard to tell. They're hard to tell. There's a winged creature on one side. I'm not sure what necessarily what civilizations they're all from, but they're all modeled after ancient coins. That much I know. That much I know. All right, next up. Andrew says, I have a few of them. They're over 2,000 years old. I got them after a good show, right? A good show. You gotta have a good show to get stuff like that. Okay, and check this one out. These are nice. These are just modern kind of points, hammered metal points. $4.50 for the silver, $5 for the gold. Just beautiful hammered metal points. These would make beautiful earrings on their own, or you can dangle some, wire wrapped crystal, some of that European crystal if you want to, or we have some of that in the store still if you're looking for some. But those are just a nice size for earrings if you like a little bit slightly longer earring. Andrew says, I think we should call them dimple daggers. That might be what we call them. Dimple daggers, that sounds good. Although dagger gets flagged, and dagger cannot be promoted on any of our social media sites, including Google, because it's a weapon. So I do try to stick away. On the film here, we can call them daggers. In the online store, I can't really call them daggers, or it doesn't get shown anywhere. Marianne says, I'd love to do some metal detecting in England, as real old coins aren't that hard to find, right? There's stuff all over in Europe. It's so wild to be in Europe sometimes. Like, when I was in France, I actually saw like part of a Roman road. They have a part of a Roman road excavated, and they have a little setup that you could go in and check it out. And it was just so cool to know that you were standing on something that the Romans built, walking on something. They allowed you to walk on it that the Romans built. It's really, really cool. Okay, next up, we have everybody loves feathers. When we get feathers, it's hard to keep them in stock. So these, as I've said, these are not in the online store yet. If you're looking for them, you can definitely get them tomorrow. I'm going to try and make a big point of making sure these are online since I'm showing them now tomorrow. All right, so you have the silver here for $4.50 and you have the gold for $5. Beautiful feather charms, pendants. I guess these would be more pendants. They're too big for charms, really. And there they are for size comparison. You could pair those, maybe pair those. How about pairing those with the daggers? Those dimple daggers, right? Make an earring. That'd be pretty cool. Put some crystal in there or something. I think that'd be really nice together. Andrew says, I bet Candy would like those, right? Who doesn't love a feather? Somebody says, I've been trying to find your hedgehogs, but I can't locate them. Which hedgehogs are you looking for? I'm trying to think. The hedgehog in our new collection should be in there if you type hedgehog. Unless they're sold out, which I don't think so. I just checked the other day and they were in there. Maybe Andrew can do a quick check in the online store so I don't have to run over to my desk. But I think if you type hedgehog, it comes up. That's how I found it anyway, I think. So these are really cool. These can be used as connectors, right? They don't have any hole through them, but they have all these spaces. So you can use these as connectors to dangle things off of, hang things from. And I'm just going to show you them both at the same time. There's small and there's large. All right, small and large. Let's move this so you can kind of see all around the penny. And these are really fun because you can also, put beads on top of these and wire onto them. So you use these as a backing, and you can decorate the fronts with beads if you want to do that and have some of this show through. Or like I said, you can dangle things. You can use them to connect things together. You can use it to, hang your pendant from here and here and dangle some things at the bottom. Lots of different ways you can use this. So the small sizes, silver $4.50 and $5, And then the large sizes, $7 and $7.50. All right. I think we got really great prices on these. That's a big piece for $7.50, $7.50. Like I said, the gold always is a little bit more. All right, so those will be available. You're getting a sneak peek today, but those will be available in the online store starting tomorrow afternoon is my goal. All right, maybe tomorrow morning, we'll see, but probably tomorrow afternoon. Okay. As Andrew always likes to say, those would be great for dingle dangles, right? Dingle dangles. Andrew, you were able to find the hedgehog? I'm going to put a link for the hedgehog if we can. If not, I can try and look it up. All right, everybody, that's what I've got for you today. So let me move this up again. Let me flip my camera around. There we go. There we are. Hello again. Yeah, so they're not on, he says. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I did see them. That's really weird. That's really weird. So yes, I'm gonna put this in the online store tomorrow. You'll be able to use the coupon code down here, TGBE, save 20%. 20%, that's the highest we ever go generally. We did that one crazy, Andrew's like, let's do 25%. And I was like, okay. But that was only for like an hour. So we're 2 hours total for our favorite things. So 20% is the highest we ever go. And like I said, we're doing this a little bit because we are running a little bit behind. We know that on our shipping. So we're giving you an extra thank you to say thank you, an extra bonus to say thank you for your patience on that. Andrew is saying, would people be interested in us doing a tutorial later tonight? How about it? Would you like it? I don't know if I'll be able to get through it because I've got things to do, but Andrew will be doing a tutorial maybe later tonight. Robin says, of course. Tell us when. Andrew said, I've got a massive pimple, but if y'all don't care about that, I'll jump on later tonight and we can make something. Nice. Suzanne, oops. Somebody says, sure, out there, Facebook user. Suzanne says, if I don't watch it tonight, I'd see the replay, right? You can always watch the replays. Let's see here. Amanda says, yes, please. Norma says, type in hedge and the hedgehog appears, must have a typo. Okay. I must have gotten a typo on that as I was doing it. So I will look at that and update if I need to. So thank you, Norma, for finding that. You can also go ahead and put the link there if you don't mind. You can put the link in there. Of course, I think somebody, I don't know if they were on Facebook who's asking. I forget now. Let's see. Marianne says, how much later? Andrew says, maybe after the sun goes down. After the sun goes down. It is warm today. Like, we're not used to this weather yet. 80 some degrees. That's insane right now. Norma says, oh, it's 2 words. So it's hedgehog. And if you search for that, you can find it. I don't know if hedgehog is normally 2 words or not. That description probably came to us there. Andrew posted it. For anybody who wants to see it, it is hedgehog, 2 words. So if it's normally only 1 word, I don't know if it's 1 word or 2, to be 100% honest with you. But I'll change it if I need to change it so it makes more sense for people to find it, because it's a cute little critter, right? It's a cute bead. Andrew says it normally is 1 word. He looked it up, so I'll have to change that. And we'll get that up and running for you all, but you can purchase it until then just the way it is. Jenna says Wednesday night TV isn't great, so a tutorial would be great. Nice. Marianne says it's 1 word, LOL. Well, I don't know. I speak like 4 languages. Sometimes they get all mixed up in there. Let's see here. The weather is pretty sketchy here. We're under a tornado watch until 10. I would watch the replay also. Well, Patty, we hope that things go well for you. We don't need any tornadoes, right? None. Let's stay away from the tornadoes. Norma is expert level on our site after the scavenger hunt, right? We gotta get all those things together too. All those things together too. Thank you. I really need those, right? You need the hedgehogs. Gotta have the hedgehogs. Gotta have the hedgehogs. Susan, Susan just arrived, just got back from getting Roswell. One of my cats had to have his nails trimmed. Yeah, you gotta get that done, right? Gotta get it done when it needs to be done. All right, so let's see here. So Andrew may do a tutorial tonight, maybe. Andrew said, "Is the Facebook user Brooke?" Could be. Are you out there, Brooke? Is that you? Yeah, poor Brooke can't get that sorted out with StreamYard for some reason. But if not, whoever you are, thank you. And Suzanne says, I love the badger claw. Those claws are my favorites. There's the badger claw and I think the coyote claw, and there's a coyote tooth too. We sell the actual coyote teeth in store. I don't know if we put those in the online store yet, but we sell those in store, and to see it in metal is so cool because it looks exactly like what they look like. And the claws are awesome too. So if you haven't seen the claws, the badger claw, and I think it's a coyote claw in the AG Fine Pewter collection, check those out. They're really cool. If you like that kind of thing, right? Some people like that, that kind of look. I like them. All right, let's see here. They're getting weird about selling teeth on Facebook. Yeah, a lot of places are getting weird about that. They're getting weird about that. So, all right. So Andrew may be doing a tutorial later after the sun goes down, which around here anymore is around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that's probably, I don't want to speak for Andrew, but that's when the sun goes down, at least around here. And I think that's all I've got for you today. So thank you for hanging out with us for another hour. And we will see you maybe back here tonight. If not, I'll see you back here tomorrow with more stuff to show you, hopefully. We're working on getting some new things in the online store again. I think we started working on some sari silk today. So if you've been waiting for sari silk to hit the online store, it should be happening soon. Our other silks are already in the online store. So the column stitched or tubular stitched and the edge stitched silk, those are both in the online store. Sari silk is the last silk I think we have to add to the online store as far as the big silk goes. And that's being worked on as we speak. Kind of. Not anymore as we speak, but it was. So thank you so very much for tuning in. We got lots of good stuff coming up for you. And we'll see you again very soon. Andrew said the sari silk is something we'll never be able to get again. So it's going in the online store soon for you all. And you can save 20% with discount code TGBE at allegorygallery.com. Okay. So thank you all so very much and have a wonderful, wonderful evening until maybe we pop on again. All right. Bye, everybody.